And I'm standing at the corner of Fillmore and Fell here in San Francisco. You know, it's right around the corner from where I do laundry. And sometimes while I'm doing laundry, I go to the park and read. And on my way back to the laundry mat today from the park, I happened to notice this church a block away that I'd never noticed before. So I came over here to take a look. And sure enough, you know, it's abandoned. Or at least it looks abandoned. You know, there's no sign on the outside. There's a little graffiti on one of the steps, and it's a little broken up. But it just so happens that there were a couple maintenance workers going in to do some work when I got here. So I stopped and talked to them. And, you know, while it looks, as I said, it looks abandoned from the outside. That's the rectory over there. It looks like they probably turned it into an apartment building. But I took a peek inside, and there's a banner called Church of the Eight Wheels, I think is what it said. I got a picture of it. And I guess that, maybe that's obvious to you, or maybe it's not, but I looked to the left, and there were racks of roller skates, and they've turned this church into a skating rink. Now, what's interesting, and I don't know this for sure, but the architecture of this church reminds me of the Jesuit church over by near the corner of Golden Gate Park. That is like the most predominantly gay church in the city. So whether that's significant or not, I don't know. I could be wrong about this. I don't know what the name of it is, this church. I'll Google it later. But you know, they've turned it into a roller rink. At least they left the cross on top. Now, if they find out about this video, somebody will probably climb up there and take it down. But, yeah, I thought that was interesting. You know, I mentioned that one of the things that's part of this kind of haunting I have is that people who are deformed in one way or another to different degrees tend to drift in my vicinity. Right after I got done shooting that video about the church, this woman who's coming down the block and just stopped and started backing up, like you can see right now. That's so fantastic. She actually stopped. She stopped at the corner just now where I got done shooting my video, and she actually turned around, did a loop, so she could put herself right in my view. To make sure that I got a look at her. And you know, that's what they do to me, and I just don't believe I just caught that video. She actually stopped and walked backwards. It's unbelievable. Like, when I was standing at the corner in front of the church, she walked up to the corner, turned around, went back about 20 feet and did a loop around, so that, you know, she ended up walking right in my view. There you have it. This is interesting. You know, I've shown you some video of people who follow me around who have like uncontrollable like physical movements, you know, like physical tics where they can't control their body completely, like this woman right here. Now, after I pulled my camera out and turned it on, she moved. Okay, she was originally sitting right over here, and she was sitting sideways with her back to the window. Okay, I was sitting right here. So I turned the camera on and I pointed it over here, and as I turned the camera, she got up and moved to where she is now, where she's mostly blocked by the gentleman in the red jacket. And see how and what they do, the goal of what they do is to make me nervous. Okay? So she's got a radio and she's playing it very loudly, and she's making all these strange gestures, and she was just kind of wiping her face very erratically, and you see what she's doing right now. So, you know, I think you see these kind of things a lot in San Francisco, but the fact that she was sitting over here and I turned my camera on and turned it toward her, and just as I was doing so, she moved over to here. Okay, makes it quite clear. Unfortunately, I didn't catch it, but that's what happened. So, you know, everything they do is meant to make me nervous and annoyed, etc., etc. And a lot of times, a lot of the things I experience happen on Christian holy days. Like a lot of the things my brother did to me were on Christmas, and today is the Feast of the Ascension. And so here we are. And last night they tried to set me up for a pedophilia video. So basically, these people are possessed by demons. Is exactly what's happening.
Please reserve the front seats for seniors.